The Switch 2 Direct revealed lots and lots of first-party games coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. In this video, we're going to be going over all the release dates. I'm going to be predicting the release dates for every single first-party Switch 2 game, so let's get into it. Before we get started with today's video, make sure you are hitting that subscribe button down below, because that does help us out, and let me know down below, what games are you going to be buying? When do you think these games will release? Do you think I'm right or wrong? Let me know your thoughts. So before we start predicting release dates for things we don't know the release dates for, I want to talk about games we do know the release date for, and the first one is obviously Mario Kart World. We know this game is coming. We know it is going to be amazing. It's coming on release date. It's going to be a launch title. So yeah, Mario Kart we know is coming on the 5th of June. As well as Nintendo Switch Welcome Tour. That is also going to be a launch title as well. So 2 titles from Nintendo at launch. We're also going to be getting the Zelda upgrade packs for Breath of the Wild and also Tears of the Kingdom as well. They'll be available on June the 5th. Then in July, we're going to be getting Donkey Kong Bonanza. That comes out on the 17th of July. Yes, very excited for this one. I love 3D platformers, so we only have to wait around about a month, just over a month, for the next first party game, and that will be Donkey Kong, just a month after the Switch launch. Then, just 1 month after launch, we're going to be getting Mario Party Jamboree, Super Mario Party Jamboree plus TV expansion. So this is where the Nintendo Switch 2 camera is really going to be used, and that comes out just 1 week or so later after Donkey Kong. It comes out on July the 24th, so this is going to be a Switch 2 upgrade pack. So this will be $16.99, $17.99 I believe, if you already have the base game from the Switch 1, or you can buy it just as a complete game, as a Switch 2 game on July the 24th. So in July, we're going to be getting Donkey Kong and also Mario Party Jamboree. Then at the end of August, August 28th, we're going to be getting Kirby and the Forgotten Land, the Star-Crossed World upgrade DLC. So this is going to be obviously very similar to the Mario Party Jamboree, where you can buy the upgrade packs, and then they're about what, £16-17. You can buy those and they will be like a DLC add-on if you already have the original game, or on August 28th you can just buy a Switch 2 version of this game and it will have everything included. Now here's the interesting part. We have 5 first-party Nintendo games for the Nintendo Switch 2 that we do not know the release date of. We don't know the release date for Metroid Prime 4, Pokémon Legends Z-A, Kirby Air Riders, Drag and Drive, and the new Hyrule Warriors. We don't know any release dates for these, and in this video we're going to be predicting all the release dates for these games. All these games are still set for release for this year. They're pretty much confirmed for this year as of the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. Of course we could see delays, but as it stands right now, they're all due for this year. Starting off with Metroid Prime 4. I believe this game is going to be an October release. We've seen other Metroid games such as Metroid Dread be released in October, so it makes sense for Metroid Prime 4 to also be an October release. I kind of feel like it fits the vibe of like Halloween, that kind of time of year, better than any other game on the list, so I feel like it makes sense for Metroid Prime 4 to have this October time slot. I feel like, yeah, October is where we're going to see Metroid Prime 4. Hopefully we'll get a Direct in the summertime, maybe June, July, that will confirm this, kind of when we'd have that E3 Direct, but yeah, I feel like Metroid Prime 4 is going to be sometime in October. Now, Nintendo games typically release on a Thursday, so I'm going to predict that we will see Metroid Prime 4 on October 23rd this year. That's when I feel like we're going to be getting our hands on this game. Nintendo likes to do a late October release. We've seen that with Mario Odyssey, we've seen that with Mario Wonder. Yeah, we've seen October games before, so it makes sense for Nintendo to release this game in around October. That's when I feel like we'll finally see Metroid Prime 4. Up next is Kirby Air Riders. Now, we have seen very little of this game. We've seen around about a minute trailer, and we got confirmation that Sakurai was working on it. I'm very excited for Kirby Air Riders. I feel like it's a great sort of GameCube game to bring back. I feel like fans are really going to enjoy this one, and I'm excited for the game, but we haven't really seen much. So if I had to make a prediction, if there's one game on this list that I feel like could get delayed into next year, it's probably Kirby, because we haven't seen much gameplay. But if I had to predict a release date for this year, I feel like we could see this game potentially later in the year. I feel like they're going to do a gameplay reveal and show off the game for a December release. I feel like December is probably the great sort of time to release this game. It's right in the holiday season, and I feel like we could see this game, if it is in December, I feel like Thursday the 11th of December would probably be a good release date there. It's not too late to the end of the month where everybody's, you know, celebrating, that kind of thing. So I feel like early December, maybe the 11th, maybe the 4th, early Thursday in December would make sense for this game. I'm only saying December because we haven't really seen much footage of it. Every other game we've seen something for it, we've seen footage about it. So I would say December, just because we haven't really seen much footage yet. Up next is Drag and Drive. Now, we have seen gameplay footage for this game, but we haven't really heard much. Now, I feel like this game isn't quite ready. We didn't really see much gameplay. We saw sort of one stage, and we didn't really see much of the game. The trailer that we saw really sort of focused on the mouse controls, which, while it is very cool, we didn't really see much content for this game. So I feel like it might need a little bit longer. I feel like if this game was ready to be released, I feel like we would have got a release date in that Switch 2 presentation. But because we haven't heard anything about it, we haven't really seen much other than that trailer, I would say we're still a few months away from that. I feel like this game makes a perfect fit for a sort of smaller title release in September. Now, I believe we could see this game middle of September because we have just had Kirby at late August, so I feel like maybe September the 18th would be a great release date for this game. Up next is one of the easiest games to predict a release date for, and that is Pokémon Legends Z-A. Now, Pokemon games pretty much always come out within that sort of teens, the 20s of November. So every November, pretty much, we get a new Pokemon game. There's years where we don't, there's years where we do, but yeah, I feel like that middle of November is where we're going to be seeing this Pokemon game. Now, the way the dates line up, I believe we could see this game on either the 13th or the 20th of November, and I'm almost certain on that. November is always when we see Pokemon games. When we saw, Pokemon Sun and Moon, we saw Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, we saw Sword and Shield, the Diamond and Pearl remakes. Pokemon games always come out in November, so I feel like, yes, Pokemon Legends Z-A will be here in middle of November this year. And finally, we have Hyrule Warriors. Now, Hyrule Warriors, I believe we could see this game also in November, because near the holiday season, Nintendo does sometimes like to double up with like a month. So sometimes they'll double up and have 2 games release in a November. In my opinion, I believe we could see this game towards the end of November, but then again, we might have Kirby very early into December, so maybe it is a little bit too crowded there in November. Maybe this game could be pushed forward to October sort of time. Hyrule Warriors, I'm not really sure, because we have seen quite a lot of footage of it, but I do believe it is a November-December sort of game. I feel like if Kirby comes a little bit earlier, this game will take the November-December slot, and if Kirby comes a little bit later, maybe this game will take the September slot. So yeah, this is the only game on the list. I'm a little bit confused on where to put it, but if I had to make a prediction, I would say sometime in late November, early December. So that was my predictions for all the games we could be seeing this year and the release dates for these games. Of course, we've got Mario Kart World in June, Donkey Kong Bonanza in July, Mario Party also in July, Kirby in August, Kirby in the Forgotten Land, Metroid Prime 4 in October, Pokémon Legends Z-A in November, Kirby Air Riders in December, Drag and Drive in September, and also Hyrule Warriors in late November. Now, these are just predictions, they aren't confirmed, we don't have release dates for a lot of these games. This is just me speculating and having a bit of fun in a video. Let me know your thoughts. I could be completely wrong with these release dates, so let me know your thoughts. When do you think we will see these games this year? Do you feel like we'll see all of these games this year? Do you feel like some of them might get pushed back? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below. Correct me where you think that I am wrong. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you are doing so, because that does massively help out the channel. And I will see you in another video. Thanks for watching, everyone.